Welcome back, Truth Seeker. R.I.P. to Greg Gumbel, dead 44 days before Super Bowl 59, which will be in his hometown of New Orleans. And if you're not aware, Greg Gumbel was the first black commentator in a Super Bowl in history. And it stands out because he's died exactly 34 weeks after his birthday, 34 weeks on the nose. In Gematria, black equals 34, like Maryland. And who won that Super Bowl that he commentated? That was the one right before 9/11 where the Ravens beat the Giants with 34 points. And, of course, the Ravens have won both their Super Bowls with 34 points. They also played in the last Super Bowl in New Orleans, the Hubbard Bowl. That one was on the 34th day of the year where, again, they won with 34. If you're new here, Gematria, the Kabbalistic practice of coding numbers into words, it's based on the alphabetic order forwards and backwards. And Maryland equals 34 forwards. It equals 47 when you run it in reverse, just like John equals 47. John Harbaugh won Super Bowl 47 with the Maryland team. Well, Greg Gumbel equates to 47. And I just said Greg Gumbel, it was exactly 34 weeks after his last birthday. You could also say it was a span of 34 weeks in one day, which is also the same as 239 days, which is the 52nd prime number. And Greg Gumbel in Gematria equals 47, or if you run it the other way, equates to 52. And that 47-52 is an interesting combination. Words like authority and government equate to 47 and 52. Same with words like president and White House. Very interesting number pairing. But yeah, this NFL season started with several deaths connected to New Orleans, including Jacoby Jones, who played for the Ravens in Super Bowl 47. Remember, he died at age 40, and this year the Super Bowl's on the 40th day of the year. Here's Greg Gumbel, dead on the day, leaving 4 days left in the year. Again, 44 days before the Super Bowl, when 44 and 4 are numbers associated with death and killing. And in light of his death clearly being about the Super Bowl in New Orleans, he's died on a date with 83 numerology. New Orleans, Louisiana equates to 83. Football equates to 83. And murder equates to 83. And again, there's the song from 1983, Murder by Numbers, where murder's the sport of the elected. And it's about how killing's as simple as A, B, C is 1, 2, 3. Murder does also equate to 34, like he's dead exactly 34 weeks after his birthday. And as you can see, Greg Gumbel was Catholic educated, went to Loras College, a private Catholic school in Iowa, also went to De La Salle, a Catholic chain of schools for younger men. Again, if you're new here, like I'm always showing, it's the Catholic Church and Jesuits that run the show. They gave us the calendar and the language, and they synced up this system. Everybody plays for the Jesuit Vince Lombardi trophy in the Super Bowl. The word Jesuit is 78, like his age of death. But yeah, R.I.P. to Greg Gumbel. And when I saw the headline in his age, it kind of blew me away. I didn't realize that Greg Gumbel was 78 years old. He looked very young. Well, they do put a lot of makeup on these guys, but Greg Gumbel, man, I would have never guessed that he was 78. So, and again, here we are in that period of time between Saturnalia and the New Year, and there's always so many celebrity deaths. And somebody just texted me that I need to cover the death of a rapper out of Georgia who's in the headlines as well right now. And again, it's just this time of year, the deaths just keep on stacking up. And Greg Gumbel, definitely a big name in the world of sports entertainment. For one more point, his birthday, May 3rd, 5-3. And last being about football, remember, 53-man roster in the NFL, 53 in a third-yard wide field, and the shape of the football in sacred geometry is known as the Vesica Pisces, and in Gematria, Vesica Pisces equals 53. You could also write his date of birth 3/5, like 35. The football's an I, like how Greg Gumbel worked for the all-seeing eye network, CBS. I, E-Y-E, equals 35, like Genesis 3:5 is about the eye of God. In Septenary and Chaldean Gematria, both football and Super Bowl equate to 35, kind of like how the Packers won the first Super Bowl with 35 points. But yeah, he had the right birthday for football-related ritual. And, sadly, there's going to be several more stories like this leading up to the Super Bowl. And in the weeks after, we document it every year. And I don't know how more people don't catch on. So again, R.I.P. Greg Gumbel, G double. Till next time, Truth Seeker.